House girls, you got the title fight music ready. In the blue corner, from Detroit, Michigan, by way of Columbus, Joseph Creer. Gladiator to the arena, please.
It's a different kind of cloth that we cut from. We let a color show where the numbers are. We paint where they're supposed to be.
he is the Dark Knight, Newsome, Creer. And in the red corner, his opponent, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, fighting out of 56 and Grand Strand Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, standing in at 6'4", 185 pounds, he is Newsome, Will Newsome. Your previous fight, your side made. I had the north side partner.
All right, we're getting ready to have an excellent title fight, 185 versus Joseph the Dark Knight Creer and Will Newsome. Going to be an awesome fight, man. This 185 title is one of the most coveted and conflict MMA pantheon. It's going to be absolutely amazing. These guys are both top-notch. A lot of hype on this fight. Very excited. Joseph Creer is one of those guys that has been talked about in the Southeast as a real prospect, a real unique talent that has a ton of potential to go to the top level. And what we're going to see tonight is a bit of a validation. If he can, how will he handle Will Newsome, an aggressive, dangerous, experienced, and talented opponent? Conflict does a great job of matching up these title fights. You know, we're here for a reason with these two top flight guys. Great knee so far from Joseph Creer out of Bad Apple. 4 guys from Bad Apple fighting tonight. So, you know, a lot of team mentality, a lot of team love. Right now we got some tie-up. Will Newsome switching it around, putting the Dark Knight up against the cage. A lot of, looks like we're going to see some close quarters work here for a little while. Some outside knees. Both guys doing a good job of nullifying the advancement of one another. Coming into a bit of a stalemate here. It looks like Joseph looking to throw a knee. Newsome beats him to it. Very intelligent strategy from both guys. You can see the fight games, the preparation that both guys have put in when you see a fight like this that kind of almost comes to a stalemate point when you match up fantastic skill, strategy, talent. Newsome, I gotta say, Newsome doing a good job of nullifying some of the strong points of Joseph Creer and his striking, the knees, the hands, the kicks. It looks like he's going for a takedown. Got a wide stance from Joseph Creer. Big guy. Something very interesting here is Will Newsome, equally a big guy. We've seen Joseph the Dark Knight fight a couple of times. Usually has a bit of a size advantage on guys. So interesting situation here with them being so well balanced here in the first. And you just see the skill set up against the cage. Both guys almost nullifying one another so far.
They've done a great job. Creer is against the cage here. Newsome's using good tie clinch. Looking for a takedown now. Single leg looks like.
Definitely been fishing for this takedown here for a hot minute. And something I was just talking about, Kobe, was, you know, Dark Knight Creer is one of these unique talents in the Southeast. A lot of talk about him. But what we've seen is, you know, he's fought. This guy is arguably the closest to Joseph Creer's size. Nice knee goes through. So what we're looking at now is Joseph Creer dealing with somebody that's the same size as him, I think.
Most definitely. Good knee landed.
Nice. He went for the suplex. Newsome able to kind of deflect it a bit. Ends up on the bottom with just a few seconds left.
Yep. Took the back. Good first round. Right there towards the end, Creer landed a really good knee. Newsome come back with some good punches that landed.
It seemed to me like Will Newsome was eager to keep it clinched, keep it closed, possibly take it to the ground. Joseph Creer looked like he was doing a great job of defending that.
Yeah.
But I will say, I think Joseph needs to make a bit of a switch up in his approach to this one here. Otherwise, we might see Newsome keep him pinned. He did a great job getting out. It's no knock against Joseph Creer by any means. But I'd like to see Creer kind of bring it. We see a little bit of deep breathing from Will. I'd like to see him push this pace, man.
Yeah, he's grinding him out a little bit. The Dark Knight needs to come out, needs to stay on the outside, needs to work his hands, and just get busy, man. You got to get busy. These 3 rounds are so short. He's got to get busy.
Sure, it's funny you say that, and I couldn't agree more. These rounds are only 3 minutes, but when you're in there fighting, they are so much shorter.
And that's the thing about Georgia is they only allow 3 rounds for 3 minutes for amateur title fights. So, before you know it, it's over.
Exactly.
So they need to get to work.
Exactly.
Dark Knight needs to get to work.
You do not get those 2 extra rounds.
And I see it in him here. I see he's
obviously his corner gave him some good advice.
Good knee.
Beautiful. I got to tell you, man, Will Newsome came to fight. He's serious about this conflict title. This 185 gold is in his vision, man. He came to bang, brother. This is not somebody to come in here and be a body for Joseph Creer to get this title, by no means.
Absolutely not. And the guys at Conflict, they don't match fights like that. It's not a give me from nobody.
Exactly. And
Creer come to fight.
And you know that more than anybody, Kobe. You're one of Conflict's favorite sons. But, if I watch the way they match you up, I think they'd hate you.
Yeah.
Oh, huge body shot from Joseph Creer. Did that hit the liver, Kobe? I missed it.
That was just a good teep right below the solar plex. But as
Will Newsome making a motion to the ref that he possibly was poked in the eye. It looks like the ref's going to let it keep on riding.
Yeah, I didn't see an eye poke. I saw a good teep from the Dark Knight. But, like we were talking about, Conflict, they don't give nobody. There's no give me fights.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
You got to fight some killers.
It's one of the reasons I'm very proud to constantly come to these shows time and again and work for Conflict MMA. I never got to defend myself against these cards because they're always stacked, always well matched, and you're seeing that right now.
Absolutely. Back and forth in the first round. The second round is the same way. Careers.
I got to say this, Kobe. I know this is completely irrelevant, but Will Newsome looks like Mike Swick to me.
I saw that earlier, and I actually thought it was him.
Okay, so I'm not
Quick
alone in
Swick.
this?
UFC
He looks
Quick
like
Swick?
yes,
Yes.
UFC Quick Swick.
I would agree with that. I saw it earlier, and that's it threw me off. But then when I saw the tattoos, they didn't match up.
Yeah, you're like, can't be him. Can't be him. Great fight so far, man. I think Creer's starting to take it over a little bit, but Newsome, man, I have not had the opportunity to see Will Newsome fight in person, and I got to tell you, if I see him on a fight card again, I'm going to be excited as hell.
Yeah, he's doing a great job. Really slick ankle pick by Creer there, taking his back now. Creer needs to get to work. He's dominating this round, but he needs to go for
something to solidify it. Absolutely, something to put it in, man. The judges, actually, I got to give credit tonight. These judges have been amazing tonight.
They've been doing okay, but you can't leave it. I'm just saying, man, you cannot leave it in the judges' decisions.
No, sir.
Man says he told me today 3 or 4 times, if you leave it in the judges' hands, you're going to get beat.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. You might as well make that assumption, Kobe. That's a great way to look at it.
But you got to finish fights, man. And I think
Speaking
Joseph Creer
of,
is coming here to finish a fight.
Yes, sir.
Good
Speaking of,
here.
we have nothing but turtling up here from Will Newsome. And he couldn't have known there was 10 seconds left. So we can't say it's that. I think we're seeing a little bit of give me away from Will Newsome coming on.
Yeah, Creer's coming to. He's coming to bring it.
Beautiful round for Joseph Creer. He did everything we talked about. In between round 1 and 2, we said he needed to make an adjustment.
He did.
He needed to be a little more aggressive, and he needed to own this fight because Newsome was doing a great job of nullification. I think that's what we just saw here in round 2.
I'll agree with that. He made a great adjustment. Came back. I think he won that round. That's what makes a really good fighter. You got to take what you get. You got to change it to make it better. And I think he did just that. He possibly, I'm not saying he did, but he possibly could have lost the first round. But most definitely he was not that dominant in the first round. Second round comes out, and he's super dominant. So he's made a change. He's made a change for the positive end. So if the third round goes that way, we have a new 170 champ. 185
absolutely.
champ in Joseph Creer if that third round goes that way.
And I want to just point something out, if I may, to all the Conflict fans watching around the world here. Will Newsome's on his stool, taking deep breaths. He's tired. Joseph Creer, they didn't even bring his stool in the cage.
Standing.
Didn't even bring it in the cage, Kobe.
Didn't work.
Hey, Joseph Creer told me that you only need one bad apple in the bunch. Let's see it.
Creer needs to definitely get to work here, but he won the second round. Good knees out the box.
They're fighting right.
Single leg looks good. Nice
Got
takedown.
it. Beautiful takedown. He's going to go to side control. Switches all the way around. North-south. Man, let me tell you. Look at the rolling ability of Joseph Creer, man. He is spinning like a wheel, Kobe.
Newsome almost gave up an arm there, but he spun out good. And
he's actually got one now. Newsome's actually got a hold a little bit, just a little. He might pay for it though. Holding on to this.
I would have to say so. Not in a great position right here. Creer in a really good dominant position, landing good punches, and those hammer fists do not feel good.
Absolutely not. You know, this is where we were at the end of the second round, and it looks like if Newsome were the type of guy to find an out, he might take it here.
You know,
I don't want to say things like that. Newsome is game, baby. He's still working right now. What an odd position we've got here.
He was looking for a banana split.
A banana split. Now talk to him. What is that, Kobe?
Banana split is basically where you split the legs in a split fashion. Very painful to the groin region and the actual groin muscle itself.
Got you. Absolutely. I believe GSP took an accidental damage from that in his fight with Dan. I think it was maybe Thiago Alves.
Yeah.
Banana split. Great. I would agree. Look at this ankle. Look at the way he grabs the ankle and keeps the control.
Control. It's position. It's control.
Exactly. That pure control just from that ankle. Newsome is almost about to go out the door here.
With Newsome not being able to get that right leg out, it gives Creer so much more opportunities with position. Creer's dominating this fight.
Absolutely. Now let me ask you this, and I've been impressed with Will Newsome as well in here, his ability to hang and be game. If you were in his corner and you could give him advice in this last round, what would it be?
He needs to get up. He's not doing great on the ground. Landing some, he's getting beat on right now. He needs to get up. He needs to get up. He needs to stop sitting there. He's got to get to work. Creer's got a good ankle position here. It's control on his.
You notice how he has the shin over the back of the ankle, and although not a lot of people might see that as anything across the Achilles, but that's control.
Yes, he's got it resting on the Achilles there.
Again, I got to tell you, Joseph Creer has, in my opinion, sealed this fight. But the beautiful thing about MMA is it's never over, brother. I just see Will Newsome. There seems to be a little bit of acceptance going on right now. No disrespect, but he seems to be accepting it. Joseph Creer looking up, actually apologizing.
He landed a punch to the back of the head.
And apologized.
Newsome said, hey, that's back of the head. And he did. I mean, nothing but respect out of both these guys. Wow.
Huge underhand shots, man. I think we're about to get in here and see unanimous decision for Joseph Dark Knight Creer, our new 185 champion.
185 champion, Joseph Creer. We go to the judge's decision.
shirt which you happen to have made for me is a beautiful shirt, don't you think? Anybody? Thank you, Joseph Creer. Now listen, man, there's a lot of hype on this fight. I mean, to be honest, there's a lot of hype on everything that you get involved in. You know, we got a lot of bad apple people. You're such a big inspiration to everybody out here, whether they're part of your gym or not. So I got a big question for you. How do you plan to utilize this title right here to keep these people motivated?
Well, I'm going to use this title here at home. A bad apple in Macon, no wrong. Use this hard as a motivator for Mike to the big boss who came out here and did. He's only been with me for 4 months. He's getting better every day. Malcolm, you guys know Malcolm. Malcolm's a monster, and we just made him. He's only been with us for about a year. That's my kid. Maybe 20 years you'll see her in here. I'm going to use it as an inspiration. I'm going to give this belt. Once again, my boxing coach, my best friend, my white uncle, hanging on the wall. Last time I talked to you guys, I brought the kid with me. She was even younger, and I was going to say something, Davis. They're not. But that's my kid. I did it for her. I did it for my wife. I did it for my family, my brothers and sisters up on the valley. I did it for my mom and my dad. I did it for Adrian Miles back there. Because he's a big guy and always trying to crap me. But now we go home and continue to work.
That's what it's all about. You told me something one day, you said, all you need in a bunch is one bad apple. And that's what we saw tonight. Joseph Creer, everybody, let's hear it. It's a great